So I actually have never been 100% faithful to anyone in my entire life. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people can attest to this, and not in the way that you think. And before you get your panties in a motherfucking bunch, listen to what the fuck I gotta say. Because I know it's somebody like, see, we knew none of these bitches was motherfucking Shut the fuck up, okay? Sit back, relax, get that wedgie out your ass, and let me tell my motherfucking story. Thank you. So the reason why I say this is because I'm not necessarily like a physical cheater, right? I've only cheated back on one person, and that's just because he cheated on me. As far as the other relationships that I've had, I've never had any proof of them physically cheating, but I would still say during the time of any one of those relationships, I was either just like habitually watching porn or emotionally cheating on them. Now, this is just me. I would have classified all three of those things as cheating. Watching porn while you're in a relationship, emotionally cheating, entertaining conversations you know you're not supposed to be entertaining, or what's the other one? Like porn, emotionally cheating, and entertaining. Yeah, all of that. So, I could honestly say, like, I've always had distractions, and I think that a lot of people also have these outside distractions, and I don't think that I've ever given myself a fair chance at getting to know somebody and being like solely just locked in with them, and vice versa, because I always started out any situation just fucking doing me, and during the situation just kind of like doing me. So if I'm being all the way for real, I only got mad when I found out about somebody else cheating in one of the three ways. To be honest with you, deep down, I didn't care. I was only mad that I found the fuck out, because I secretly was also doing me. So I could have been in a relationship with somebody who I wasn't physically cheating on, but whole time he did some shit that I didn't like, and I felt justified in my emotional cheating because I wasn't actually touching anybody. But entertaining conversation, because I'm not like a super flirty person for real. Like, sometimes the nigga I'm with don't even know that I like him, if I'm being fucking honest, unless I really like him. But like, I think the thing for me is, like, I would probably entertain somebody who I know like me, but I don't really like them like that. So I'm not like, I've never just been the like, ooh, boo, baby, how's your day going, kink? I've never been on that type of fucking time. Like, if you know my pedigree for real, you would know I don't be with none of that fuck shit. But I definitely would say a little slick shit back if I feel like somebody said it to me, or I would be talking to somebody at all different all different times of the day, knowing that I got a nigga. And the reason why I'm probably doing that is because I know my emotional needs aren't being met or prioritized. And I think we could get caught up in having the illusion of the distraction of other people. Instead of just walking away from situations, we just do us quietly. And I don't make that shit right. But I would definitely say the porn thing is just as bad, because you're creating these soul ties and these parasocial relationships with these strangers and getting off to them, and you don't even understand that you're creating a bond. Yes, anytime you release that dopamine, you are creating a bond. Or that vasopressin, you are, for the men, you are creating a bond. So while a lot of people like to say, like, oh, porn is not that serious, to somebody who actually had an addiction, it definitely could be that serious. You get in a relationship with a nigga who has addiction to porn, likely he has erectile dysfunction. There's no reason why anybody in their 30s should have erectile dysfunction, because they can't stop beating their fucking dicks to people who they would never touch or have the opportunity to touch. Right? There's no reason why a nigga is touching you and he can't get you to where the fuck you need to go, because your body is completely desensitized, unless you're looking at something that is going to stimulate you in the way that you specifically want to be stimulated. And for the women who are like me, who need to see specific shit to get them to where they need to go, you know what I mean. A nigga could be licking on your neck, he could be licking your pussy, and it don't do nothing for you, because you done overstimulated yourself so motherfucking much, the real thing just don't matter anymore. So I told myself, like, now moving forward, I would like to give one last attempt towards not having any of those distractions at all. Just one time. And it don't even gotta be like it ain't. And I'm not planning for like, oh my God, like when I get into another relationship, because no, y'all already know, like, I don't believe in relationships in a traditional sense or whatever the case may be. This can be a situation that is short-lived with somebody. I just want to feel the intensity of how it is to genuinely be with somebody and genuinely show love to someone, where me and that person are on the same level morally, and we don't have outside conversations existing, porn addictions or habits, or, you know what I'm saying, like, just not giving each other a fair chance, or physically cheating, just not giving each other a fair chance of growing our intimacy, or the intensity of that. Child, I cannot fucking talk. The intensity of the intimacy organically. That was a tongue fucking twister. But for real. And it's not like we don't have all of this free will, especially with these devices on our hand. We're likely to do whatever the fuck we want to do on our own free time. But I think the whole point of actually wanting to authentically fuck with somebody, like, the long way, I think that there has to be a level of discipline that shows on your part, that says, like, I'm not about to entertain these conversations with these other people. I'm not going to be fucking on anybody outside of my partner and risking their health. I'm not going to be watching this porn. Because when you have to, the easy thing to do is what I just said. The hard thing to do is to have a conversation with your partner when your needs aren't being met. And being mature about it, and not yelling and screaming at the top of your lungs, but actually, like, saying it in a cool, calm, and calm demeanor. And if you can't do it that way, at least writing it out. And creating some type of middle ground. I could tell you that every time that I was cheating, my emotional needs weren't being met. Yeah, niggas sling dick all day, but I'm telling you, like, the reason why I don't prioritize relationships with men like I used to is because a lot of them, 99% of them, are not equipped. They're not equipped to deal with a woman like me. They want to give you mediocre or below mediocre treatment, and I'm just not for it. Basic communication, having the decency to not share your body parts, or to share your spirit, or your ecstasy, your or whatever you want to call it, your ejaculation with another human being outside of the person that you're supposed to be fucking with. Not entertaining conversations, and sometimes we like the whole conversation thing is funny, right? Because, like I said, when I was emotionally cheating, I would be dealing with somebody who I know I did not dealing, but I would be having conversations with people I know I didn't like, but I know they liked me, and that shit is just as fucked up. That's why I be telling people all the time, like, karma don't miss no motherfucking doorsteps, and not even mine, because even if I wasn't physically going out here and doing shit wrong, I still was doing shit wrong. I still probably broke somebody's heart, made them feel a particular kind of way, and it don't even matter if they was a good person or a bad person or not. Shit, the world may never fucking know. The thing is like, just because other people are doing fucked up things, it doesn't mean that I have to do those fucked up things as well. And I could have left those people alone if I really didn't feel like I needed to be with them anymore. Or I could have left those people alone who I knew were interested in me, but it wasn't going anywhere. But I knew they weren't going anywhere because, I mean, fuck, it was free attention. It was a moment to escape from my own fucked up chaos or whatever relationship that I was in at the time. But that's still fucked up. And sometimes your karma don't even come in a new person. It come with a missed opportunity. You wondering why your life going to shit, your skin breaking out, your stomach fucked up, you can't fuck good, can't think good, you got migraines every fucking day, you're arguing with somebody coming at you with stink ass energy. Sometimes it's you. And something that you doing on your personal time that nobody can't fucking see, that's having your life be all fucked up like that. You cannot duck You cannot duck the smoke from the universe, beloved. Whatever energy you put out, you get back. That's why I said I think I have like one little last attempt in me. And I think that I have been preparing myself for the readiness of actually attempting to be what I need for myself and be for somebody else should they come in my life. But I'm not no perfect person. Having discipline is hard. Having those I wouldn't even say having a conversation. It's not hard for me because I'm already a confrontational person. And I don't mind apologizing. Sometimes it be a lot of miscommunication. I'm not saying like people don't be trying to weaponize their incompetence and go into a situation with you and, you know, they know everything right to do. They know all of the right times to have a conversation, and then all of a sudden you be deep in them for 6 months to a year, and now they acting like every time you have a conversation it got to be an argument. Let me tell y'all something. No relationship is hard. Y'all make it hard, or somebody is making it hard. And usually if it's hard, it means that you're not supposed to be together. Because if you got with somebody who genuinely liked you and vice versa, everything would be easy, even the hard shit. You know what? I'm gonna have a conversation with my babe because I know the energy is fucked up right now, but I need to get back to a better place with them because we not going to sleep mad. As a matter of fact, I can't wait to have a conversation so we can get back to watching our motherfucking Netflix shows and playing footsies underneath the motherfucking covers. Because I don't like this shit. Right? When you are with somebody who is thinking of different ways to love you every single day, even when it comes down to the small things, your relationship could never be hard. I don't understand what the fuck people be talking about long suffering. I'm not suffering with a fucking soul. I gotta suffer through my own crazy trauma and bullshit. You think I'm about to attach myself to somebody else so we can suffer together outside of just like, you know, relatives or family members dying and shit like that, or maybe like some financial issues that might hit either one of us? What the fuck do we need to suffer for? Together? No. I'll take my misery party of one any day. And I know a lot of people was probably anticipating this video anticipating that I would just talk about physical cheating, but no, you could cheat on your partner in a number of different ways. And I don't think that any of those situations are okay. And like I said, there was a part of me that didn't give a fuck because at the same time, I was only mad that I caught them. I was already doing me. As soon as somebody was pissing me off, I was doing me. Because I already knew what type of time they was on. I might have not seen the physical proof. Sometimes I did, sometimes I didn't. Like, and it was times where I definitely for sure got my lick back. I didn't need to necessarily talk about it. I done had niggas passwords. That went through phones, had emails, all types of shit. Done seen all types of shit, never talked about it. If a nigga ever thought he got off on me, I was never the exit. I knew I got my lick back and I shut the fuck up about it. We ain't together no more, so it ain't no reason to go into details and, you know, air out my dirty laundry. But the thing is, like, we all have these devices in our hand that we pay for every single month with infinite amount of knowledge and access to the World Wide Web that has all kinds of shit on it. That makes it easier for you to go out here and do the wrong thing. It's hard for you to do the right thing and to be disciplined. But I promise you, when you let go of those distractions, I think the connection and the intimacy and the intensity of the relationship that you have with the person who you want to be with and vice versa, it hits different. And I just want to feel it once. Just once. I only need it once. I don't need to, even if I fell out with a person like, and I don't even think you could even fall out with a person like that. I think that even if it didn't work out with you and a person who you genuinely like and somebody who liked you back and that was the kind of dynamic, even if y'all decided that y'all was going to go separate ways, I think it would just be an amicable split. It wouldn't be no bad blood. It wouldn't be nothing. It would be all love. That's the shit that I'm talking about. Like, just because you disconnect with people don't got to be ugly and drawn out, but people make it that way because they make it their business to want to disrespect you. And again, I'm not sitting here playing victim or innocent. A lot of people might let me slide because they be like, oh, well, you only cheated back with one person. I'm not going to say how many times. I've cheated on this person, but you know what I'm saying, physically cheated on this person, but that was the only person I physically cheated back on, because I know for a fact they were physically fucking other people, and it don't make it right. It don't make it right. You creating these soul ties, you risking your health and going out here and fucking people you ain't got no business fucking on. You creating these emotional bonds with people. Motherfuckers is going to get hurt. But some people might give me a pass because they're like, oh, that happened so long ago, or whatever the case may be. But you can still be out here emotionally hurting people for no fucking reason. And you don't have to do that. I don't need to be entertaining conversations with no other niggas when I could be going to my nigga and telling him. And if that nigga that I'm with ain't trying to listen to me or at least hear me out and meet my emotional needs, that means I need to walk the fuck away. I don't need to be doing this tit for tat shit with him. I don't. It's only one relationship where I was transitioning out of porn, and it was because, I was just getting older and shit like that. And like I said, like, there's no reason why a 30-year-old or a 30-something-year-old should be having erectile dysfunction in any way, shape, or form. Nigga, you should be at your fullest. You should be the good steed in the stable. I'm talking about bricked up all the time. You shouldn't have to be taking no honey packs, popping no pills, doing none of that shit. Not in your 30s whatsoever. You should be a good steed. A good stallion, okay? But that's not the case, because like I said, a lot of people are desensitizing themselves to the real thing, and then you get with a real girl. Excuse me, not a real girl. I'm chatting. You get with a real woman, and now your shit lackluster and you can't perform, or you got to spend all of this time fucking getting used to her. And really, all the nigga is saying when he say, oh, I need to get used to you, is, oh, I need to see you as just a piece of ass. I need to dehumanize you in most cases. Because we could talk about the Madonna whore complex and how, like, a lot of men can't even really fuck you good for real because they don't even see you as a human. They think they're just having sex with you. They see sex with you as them having sex with you, not y'all having sex with each other. They feel like sex is something that should be done to you, not something that y'all should experience together. I'm veering off. We coming up on 20 minutes. I'm going to keep this shit brief. But I would say in closing, I think that I hope this video provided you some type of, not just scope into my business, but maybe just to put a mirror onto yourself to see, like, how am I treating myself? How am I treating other people? Am I currently in a situation with somebody where I'm absolutely doing my best? Am I doing the best with myself? Or am I planning to move into a situation with somebody else where I can actually give them my best genuinely? And do I have hopes to see what that feels like? Sometimes, like, a lot of people, they'll be like, you ain't talking to nobody, you ain't doing this. Like, it's so unbelievable to them. They would like to demonize the fact that you don't have all of this other outside shit going on. But at the end of the day, that's the real flex. To be so immersed in the person that you, and I'm not saying that you shouldn't have your own life, but to be so immersed into the person that you're with, you ain't fucking you not trying to be distracted by nobody else. That's all we've been told to do since we were young, is just to get these fucking distractions. Whether we in relationships with people, or whether we just getting out of one and having a run and then just talk to somebody else to stop thinking about the last situation. Like, you don't know how to sit with yourself. You don't know how to have any kind of discipline, any way, shape, or form. I'm scared of you. I'm scared of you. Because you'll never know what a motherfucker will do when they get good and desperate. Okay? I'm not going to go into too much when it comes to that. But you'll never know what a motherfucker is willing to do when they get good and fucking desperate. They are probably prone to do the most heinous shit because they can't fucking sit with themselves. I purposely have been single for 2 years because I don't believe in incorporating. I didn't believe at the time incorporating anybody into my bullshit because I needed to learn how to sit with my motherfucking self. So I could honestly say, like, I could go and have a conversation with my babe if we need to have a talk. I don't need to go and run to porn when I feel like I'm not being sexually satisfied. I could bring new ideas or have a conversation with my partner about how they can please me in the bedroom and vice versa. You know, all of the things. All of the things. Or even if I need to leave them a fuck alone. That's something that could be talked about as well. Like I said, every disconnection don't need to be a fucking disaster. It really don't. We make it that. The reason why your relationships are hard is because 9 times out of 10, you're dealing with people that you don't like. When two people are genuinely in like with each other, in love, whatever you want to call it, it is easy to have conversations. It's easy to have conversations. It's easy for y'all to work out y'all situation. I'm not saying the issue itself is easy. I'm saying y'all coming together in communication, you communicating is the easy part. Now, y'all versus the problem, that's a different story. But yeah, I just wanted to leave y'all with that. Excuse me. I didn't mean to burp in y'all ear. I just wanted to leave y'all with that. Like I said, I'm up on 20 minutes and I'm going to keep this short because I know the long form content. I heard somebody in the past, or somebody told me in the past that they would like longer videos, and this is my attempt at doing that. So I hope I did a good job. I hope I didn't ramble too much. Y'all know how I get when I just be in a thought, child. But yeah, I'm going to leave y'all with that, and I'm going to talk to y'all later.